So boom, here's what got everybody shook right now.
Music's golden couple just got hit with a courtroom moment that nobody saw coming. The kind of moment that doesn't just shake an industry, it breaks it. When superstar singer Brielle Carter, the woman the world calls the definition of grace and perfection, walked into that courtroom, nobody expected tears. Not from her. Not from the woman who spent years controlling every headline, every photo, every word. But when that footage rolled, when the King P video started playing, even she couldn't hold it together. And what happened next? That's the part people are still whispering about. Because this wasn't just some random clip. This was evidence. Real courtroom evidence connected to the late rapper King P, the man Brielle once called a big brother, but who, some insiders say, shared a secret with her that could destroy everything. What's on that footage? Why was it played in court? And why did Brielle Carter, one of the strongest women in the game, break down in front of the world? Let's break it all down. See, Brielle Carter wasn't always the queen of perfection. Before the diamond tours and luxury brand deals, she was just a girl from Houston, talented, driven, but shy. The kind of artist who felt music in her bones. She wanted to sing, not chase fame. But fame, it found her. Back in the early 2000s, she met Sean Ace Carter, the powerful producer who saw in her something rare. He took her under his wing, helped her build her image, shaped her career, and soon they became music's royal couple. Together, they built an empire, record labels, fashion lines, billion-dollar partnerships. To the world, they were untouchable. But the thing about power, it comes with secrets. And sometimes those secrets don't stay buried. Before Brielle became Mrs. Carter, she had friends in the Southern rap scene, real ones. That's where King P comes in. He was loud, proud, unfiltered. A voice for the South, a man who never faked anything. He and Brielle had a bond that went beyond music. She said he made her laugh, made her feel grounded. But after his sudden death in 2007, rumors started swirling. Whispers that King P left something behind, something he never meant for the public to see. For years, people talked about a vault, a mysterious hard drive King P supposedly kept, filled with private footage from industry parties. Nobody took it seriously until now. The feds launched an investigation into an old entertainment mogul, Darren Duke Combs, who'd been throwing those wild, invite-only parties that everyone in the industry knew about but never talked about. When agents raided his homes, they seized computers, hard drives, tapes, everything. And that's where the storm started. According to courtroom insiders, one of the recovered drives contained a folder marked King_P 2006. When prosecutors played a clip from it during a private session, it wasn't Duke Combs they were focusing on, it was the people in the room. And that's when Brielle Carter's name came up. The footage, according to multiple sources, showed King P at one of those parties, surrounded by big names, some familiar faces, and someone who looked unmistakably like Brielle. The courtroom gasped. Brielle froze. And for the first time in her career, the queen lost her composure. You could see it in her eyes. Pain, fear, disbelief. She wasn't crying for attention. She was crying because something from her past, something she thought was gone forever, had resurfaced in the most brutal way possible. People close to her say she never even knew she'd been filmed. Others claim she did, but thought the footage was long destroyed after King P's death. But when that screen lit up in that quiet courtroom, all her walls crumbled. Her husband, Ace, sat beside her, jaw tight, hands folded, no expression. But everyone could see the tension. The silence between them screamed louder than any words could. For years, they built an image of control. Every move strategic, every step rehearsed. But this moment, it was raw, real, unscripted. King P's death always felt off. The official stories said it was an accidental overdose, but those close to him never believed it. He'd been clean for months, working on new music, talking about setting things straight. Days before he died, he told a friend, "If anything happens to me, check my laptop." That laptop was never found. Until now. When the footage surfaced, people connected the dots. The missing laptop, the strange timing of his death, and the faces caught on that recording. And here's where things get darker. The footage wasn't just random party clips. It allegedly showed multiple industry figures engaging in things the feds now call coercive entertainment practices. Nothing graphic was shown publicly, but enough detail leaked that fans started speculating like wildfire. And right in the middle of it all, Brielle Carter. Within hours, Brielle Carter footage was trending on every platform. Fan pages divided, some defending her, saying it was a setup, others questioning everything. How could the woman who preached empowerment be caught up in this kind of scandal? Her team moved fast. Legal notices went out. Statements were drafted, pulled, rewritten. But no amount of PR polish could erase what people saw in that courtroom. One journalist described it best. It wasn't the footage that broke her image, it was her tears. Because for 2 decades, Brielle never let the world see her cry. She was always poised, controlled, perfect. That day, perfection shattered. Behind closed doors, things reportedly got tense. Ace Carter, the man known for his calm silence, was furious, not at the footage, but at how it resurfaced. Sources say he felt betrayed, that someone from within their circle leaked the file to prosecutors. He started calling in favors, hiring private investigators, trying to trace how the drive moved from King P's storage to the evidence list. But here's the twist: some people think Ace already knew the footage existed. That's the rumor shaking the internet, that he'd been quietly paying to keep it buried for years, that the $500 million charity donation he made last year wasn't about goodwill, but silence. Nobody knows for sure, but fans noticed the pattern: sudden withdrawals from public life, canceled appearances, and now Brielle's emotional breakdown. It doesn't feel like coincidence, it feels like collapse. Brielle's always been the type to handle things privately. When rumors spread, she ignored them. When tabloids attacked her family, she smiled through it. But this time, she couldn't. After court, witnesses say she sat in her car for nearly an hour, face buried in her hands. No entourage, no glam squad, just a woman trying to breathe through humiliation. Her sister, Selena, later posted a cryptic message online. People forget that even the strongest queens bleed when cut. That post alone told the world everything. Because this wasn't just about an old video, it was about what it represented, a past she thought she'd left behind, coming back to haunt the empire she built on discipline and control. Insiders say Brielle's been avoiding the media, skipping rehearsals, barely speaking to friends. Some say she blames herself for ever trusting King P with that height of access. Others say she feels betrayed, not by him, but by the world that refuses to let her be human. The music industry is panicking. Brands are quietly reviewing partnerships. PR teams are scrubbing old photos. Streaming platforms are suddenly promoting other artists more heavily. That's how it goes. When the queen slips, the vultures start circling. Even some of her close collaborators are distancing themselves. One producer told Rolling Beat magazine, "Everyone's acting like they never knew her. It's sad, man. People forget she built half of this industry." And the internet, it's split right down the middle. Half the fans are crying for her, saying she doesn't deserve this. The other half are convinced the footage proves everything they've ever suspected, that behind every polished smile in Hollywood, there's a darker truth. But here's the part nobody's talking about. That footage might not even be the most dangerous piece of evidence. Rumors say the rest of the drive, the parts the court hasn't shown yet, contain files labeled with names even bigger than hers. And if those ever come out, it won't just be Brielle Carter on trial, it'll be the entire music machine. Behind the headlines and chaos, there's still a human story. A woman who built her life around control, only to have it ripped away in seconds. A husband trying to hold his family together while the world points fingers. A legacy that could crumble, not because of what's true, but because of what people choose to believe. Those who were in the courtroom that day said something that stuck with me. They said when Brielle finally lifted her head, tears streaking down her face, she whispered, "That's not who I am." Simple words, but they carried the weight of a lifetime. The court case is ongoing. Duke Combs faces serious charges, and that footage is just one part of a much bigger puzzle. But for Brielle Carter, the damage may already be done. Her team is reportedly pushing to have her name legally redacted from all filings, claiming she was unknowingly filmed. Ace Carter's legal squad is doing overtime too, filing motions, threatening lawsuits, anything to contain the fallout. But the internet doesn't forget. Screenshots, snippets, whispers, they spread faster than any official statement ever could. Still, there's something hauntingly poetic about it all. For years, Brielle sang about resilience, about surviving storms, about standing tall no matter what. And now, she's living those lyrics for real. Because deep down, people don't cry over perfect idols. They cry when they see the cracks, when they realize the person on stage is human too. Brielle Carter might have lost control of the narrative, but in that courtroom, for the first time, she showed the world something raw, something real. And that vulnerability, that moment of truth, might be the very thing that saves her. Because if there's one thing we've learned about Brielle, it's that she doesn't stay down for long. Every time life tries to bury her, she turns the dirt into gold. So maybe this isn't the end of her story. Maybe it's the beginning of her rebirth. People think the footage broke her, but what if it freed her? For years, she's lived in a cage made of diamonds and perfection, afraid to breathe wrong, afraid to be human. And now, with everything exposed, she has nothing left to hide. Insiders say she's planning something, a raw, stripped-down project unlike anything she's done before. No glamour, no filters, just truth. If that's true, then maybe this breakdown was never her fall. It was her transformation. As one fan tweeted, "She cried today, but those tears will water her next era." And that's the kind of pain that turns into power. So whether you believe the footage or not, one thing's clear. The world just saw a side of Brielle Carter it's never seen before. Vulnerable, flawed, real. And in an industry built on illusion, that's more shocking than any video could ever be. Because no matter how loud the scandal gets, legends don't fade. They adapt, they evolve, and sometimes they cry their way into a stronger version of themselves. So yeah, she broke down in that courtroom, but don't mistake those tears for weakness. They might just be the start of a whole new legacy.